the Thursday. It is Thunder Tuesday, so I'm going to go all off filter here on everything I can possibly go off of because I am a crazily insane bastard. Let's just say that, okay? I'm an insane prick. So there is no EPL this coming couple of weeks here, so I'm not even going to cover the EPL, so that's right off. Let's dive into some sports and all that other good shit because I am fucking happy today. I don't know why. I woke up in such a great spirits. It is what it is. I think it's the... Oh. Is it the 11th today? Oh, no, it's the 9th. So, it is the 9th. I am... Oh, yeah, I'm reading my other laptop. Wow, I'm screwed up today. So, NBA, we're getting the Bucks versus the 76ers. I'm going to take the Bucks. That's my prediction for today on that one. Hawks versus Jazz. You know, I'd love to say the Hawks and Trae Young, but, you know, I'm going to go with Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell. And the Jazz, they're just going to kick ass on that end. Clippers versus Trailblazers. I'm taking the Clippers on that one, so I'm just going to run down on that. It is my take on that stuff. Okay, why? Okay, there we go. Yeah. Sorry, my computer's a little slow. So last night's games, as I was going to predict, I was right about the Capitals. I was wrong about the Panthers, and I was hoping for the Kings to beat up the Maple Leafs, which they did, and I was very, very happy. Screw you, Maple Leafs. And I'm going to change up my glasses because, honestly, I can't see where crap with those ones. Where's my other ones? There we go. There we go. Now I can see. Woo, hello. Yeah, I'm back. I'm back. So, this is fucking bullshit. The Kings have to play again tonight against the Habs, who are 3-10. I hear things in the Habs organization right now. Price is training with them, so there could be a possibility in the next coming weeks that he does join the organization again. Yes, I am wearing my lucky, and I mean lucky, Canuck t-shirt. It is from their bubble run there. I finally found it. So I love it. It's my cherish. It's my shirt. It's my lucky shirt. I wore it all summer long during that whole bubble thing. It actually started to really, really smell horrible. And trust me, trying to put it on every day after I sweat through it during the heat wave thing, not a chance. But I'm going to go with the Kings on this. Senators versus Bruins. I'm going to go with the Bruins. Hurricanes versus Lightning, that's a real hard one, but I'm going to go with the Hurricanes. Panthers have suffered their first regulation loss last night against the Rangers. So tonight, I'm looking at them as a bounce back. That was just a little, bring it back down to reality, checkpoint. So they're going to come back, and they're going to beat up on the Devils. Oilers versus the Red Wings, I'm going to take the Oilers. I have done my fantasy picks for that tonight, so I will go over what I picked there. Blues versus the Jets. I'm going to say the Jets somehow are going to squeak out a victory by a narrow margin. Penguins versus Blackhawks. I could say the Penguins are going to beat the Blackhawks. The Sharks versus Flames. I know the Flames are on a roll right now, but I can sense the Sharks are in the water, and they're not going to get cooked. They're going to, put out that flame there. Kraken versus the Knights. This is going to be an interesting one, too, because, again, you got the 31st team and the 32nd team, again, facing off with each other, which is hilarious. Then you got my lonely Canucks, who are 5-6-1, against the Ducks, who are 6-4-3. I know the whole team on the Ducks side is just flaring, just going apeshit crazy right now. They got so many young prospects. They got a great young front core. Their defense is huge. They're, starting to really get together. Their goaltending is pretty stellar with John Gibbons there. So I'm really hoping the Canucks, from what they took from the last game, they can actually implement into this game, really work hard together, play as a unit and as a team. So, I was listening on the way back here to the restaurant. There was some talk about Mott, they're taking time with Mott because of his injuries and what it is. So I respect that. Mott is a very big contributor to their penalty kill. I know Highmore is. Sutter, there's no timeline for Sutter right now. There is no timeline. I don't think he's even going to be coming back this season. This COVID thing got him pretty good this time. So he's going to be pretty much sitting on the sidelines on that end. And, week 9, we're jumping into the NFL here. So, let's jet over to week 9. What a crazy, crazy Monday nighter it was. Tomlinson kept his streak going against young rookie quarterbacks. But it was, to tell you the honest truth, the Bears did do a pretty good job clawing back. They lost by 2 points. Again, it was a very good game. I enjoyed it. I watched it last night. It was actually hilarious to me, the way they are. They're doing their salute to veterans because Remembrance Day and Veterans Day is coming up. My grandfather, my mom's side, served in the military. So, I have my Poppy. I do. It's in my car all the time. I look at it all the time because it reminds me of my grandfather, who I did not get a chance to meet because he died 5 years before I was born. And I miss him dearly. So that could also be why I'm really fucked up in the head. Anyways, we do have our Thursday nighter. I'm going to go into the Thursday nighter here and tomorrow and Thursday. Just, no Tua. No Tua for the Dolphins. So we're going to get Preset again. And, don't get me wrong. Dolphins are actually doing a lot better than previous seasons. Let's just say that. There is 8 weeks left of this. So now coming down to like real crunch time for this whole thing, it is going to be ridiculous. And again, it happens to be a lot of teams are pushing. I know the whole Odell Beckham front. Here's the thing I will say after I'm going to just talk a little more about the Thursday nighter. I do see the Ravens pulling off a massive upset against the Dolphins just because Lamar Jackson, Mark Andrews, Bell's there. You got a lot of them. They're just going to be balling. They're going to be out full force, kicking ass, taking names later. That's my general conception for today of the Thursday night. Wednesday, I will get a little more depth into that. So, all I see lately is, Odell Beckham. You know what? There's so many other team players out there that are probably a lot more skilled and a lot more better than Odell Beckham. I'm not going to criticize that guy at all, but, it seems like it didn't work really well in New York, and it didn't really pan well in Cleveland. It seems like this guy does not really enjoy playing with quarterbacks that are really good. And his attitude towards everything has been just kind of like a me show. And you know what? Honestly, that's bullshit, okay? I never seen an I in team ever, unless you're, no offense to the people who are dyslexic. I'm pretty good at dyslexia too. I screw up numbers when I'm writing orders down, so addresses, and even though they could tell me, I'm writing them backwards. So that's how I am. I'm not going to just, pick on people who are dyslexic, but if you thought an E was an I, then you seriously need your head checked. That's my opinion to that. I have nothing against people because I have a friend who has dyslexia. I have a form of dyslexia due to my ADHD and shit. And yeah, it just sucks. But when I start seeing so many people talk about how great this guy was and is, he's still young. He kind of reminds me of like the Evander Kane player in the NFL to the NHLer. And it's just like, dude, calm the hell down. You think you're God's gift to football. Guess what? There's been a lot more people ahead of you. And they're all retired, and they're all in the Hall of Fame, and they're a lot better. And they prove it. They prove it on the field. They don't have to prove it by doing commercials, music videos, that stuff. No, they're doing it on the field. They're showing the fans, they're showing the team, they're showing the management, they're showing everything that this is why you drafted me or this is why you traded for me. I'm going to do it. I'm so tired. You know what? If Odell Beckham went out and said, I want to go join a winning team, a winning atmosphere, a contender, you know what? A lot of players do. And guess what? You have to work your ass off just to get there. So, off, you idiot. I am nothing, when I hear players, me all the time, this is just, to me, it's like, you're overpaid then. You're overpaid and you just got your glory hole freaking money pit going on, and I don't care for it. Whatever happened to the real players? Whatever happened to just players playing the sport for the hell of it because that's what they grew up doing and they loved? Fuck, it's bullshit. But, I have a customer who's a fan of my show and he likes it. See you later, Odell on Cleveland. Cleveland really doesn't need you anyways. So that's my take and my fiery storm on that. Going over to the pro wrestling aspect, I'm really getting pissed off now. Okay, I tried to watch Raw. I was very unenthused with it. I just did not fall for it. It did not really resonate squat to me. Just for the pure and simple fact that, a bunch of wrestlers just got released that were very talented, that are very good, and not giving the proper time and aspect of it. I'm annoyed. I'm pissed off with WWE. So I'm looking forward to NXT tonight. I didn't mind last week's show. It had its moments of funniness to me. It was hilarious. Let's see what tonight could bear. Honestly, I like NXT more than I do Raw. I love SmackDown. SmackDown's kind of it's got itself going there. I saw something about Drew McIntyre and Roman Reigns. They're holding off on that one for a while. That would be so detrimental to them. It's just to hold off for, a time. Because honestly, you got, Drew can probably carry SmackDown until they need, everything else. I generally see that a lot of people are jumping courses with everything that goes on in WWE. I'm probably one of them too now. Because you just don't know where the ball is going to land. You just don't know where Vince's head is. And that's why I like AEW now. I'm just really, they're really pushing me over to the AEW brand. Even though I grew up watching WWE when it was WWF and all that. And, I really get pushed over to that side now. It's just because it's not just CM Punk or Bryan Danielson or Eddie Kingston. I always liked Jon Moxley. I actually liked all the guys who were in New Japan at one point. There, it doesn't seem like it's so conducive of a traded company. It's more to more like an atmosphere of a community of talented wrestlers that want to just put on great shows and just try their best at it. So I'm really hoping and looking forward to Full Gear this weekend because I really want to see these matches. These matches are just really, really great. I can't say any more. They're, Wade, Tony Khan and the guys there, the EVPs, all putting things together, making people actually learn that there's more to it. Build the storylines. There's storylines into it. And I know the Omega and Page has been going on since the inception of AEW. And yes, it would be a great crowning achievement to give Page the title, and I believe he's going to get that championship this weekend. You got so many other, great matches, as I said. The one that I'm actually kind of really wanting to enjoy is the Inner Circle versus Men of the Year and American Top Team. Just just for the sheer thrill of watching Dan Lambert probably get his head kicked in by, Jericho and Sammy Guevara and Santana and Ortiz. And then you got Hager, like Hager versus either Orlovsky or Dos Santos. That would be, some entertaining things. Since really they screwed up with with Cain Velasquez in WWE and Brock Lesnar. That could have been a massive moneymaker. But again, WWE that shit up like there's no tomorrow. And I'm very critical on that. Because as a fan and as a supporter, you screw shit up like that, everybody's just going to get pissed off. And that's how I see things. I generally don't give a damn about a lot of what you need to do for shareholders and shit. Do it right for the fans. The fans are the ones that are paying you the money to go and see your events and paying you for your pay-per-views and your network and all that, and you're still screwing us and shoving the big one up us. Well, guess what? A lot of fans are sick of getting, everything shoved up their asses. So that's my take to that on that front. I'm not, overly abundant towards AEW. Like, I'm not just going to throw all the time AEW, but AEW does put on a lot of great shows, from Rampage to Dynamite to their YouTubes to their Dark Elevation and Dark is a lot of great. And a shout out to Julia Hart of AEW. It was her birthday this week, so a happy birthday, happy 20th. Yeah, so much for the teens, I know. It sucks. But, hey, congratulations. You're doing great work in the AEW, and I hope you get more time on screen and with the Varsity Blondes and your singles career there. I hope you do all the best there. Roxy also was her birthday. I would like to give a shout-out to her. Happy birthday. Going into Final Battle, I understand she's going to be probably under a lot of stress because it is ROH's last show until sometime later in 2022. I hope she goes out with a bang and a victory. So happy birthday. I'm cheering for you. There is again, so much talent coming from Ring of Honor that are been released, and WWE releasing their guys. So, like, AEW and Impact Wrestling and New Japan Pro Wrestling have, like, literally a field of free agents. I did say a while ago, AEW has to stop signing people. Well, when the fountain gets full, you might have to take what is out there and turn that rough diamond into a shiny brand new diamond. So that's how I see the pro wrestling landscape right now. I believe UFC has their fight night coming up, so I'm not really going to talk too much about UFC right now because I like the bigger events. That's my forte to that. It is very, very difficult to talk a lot about my mental health state due to the sheer fact of being somewhat cautious, but I'm very open about it. I'm not going to be overly cynical. I do, as I said yesterday, I do have a love-hate relationship with myself. I hate myself. I love myself at the same time. It's all really about how I balance things in my head. Like, my head is really kind of an unbalancing act. I want to share this both on YouTube and my podcast. So I'm starting to wake up. Like, I woke up this morning. I've been very happy this morning. I've been very, very how am I going to say this without sounding like a dickhead? I haven't really felt too down. I'm really picking up my my entire workout situation and all that other good stuff. I really choose to put myself into a better place, I guess, if you want to say that. I'm trying to keep myself in a better place. I'm not going to go too far into talking about specifics with certain people just because of privacy, and I really respect them. I don't have to explain myself to a lot on that front because of just how sensitive things can get. I am trying my best with what I'm doing at the time I'm given. So it is detrimental to keep things private and not to blurt out every single thing that comes to my brain because, well, I gotta respect others as well as myself. And with this process of going through it all, I have been not incapable, but very quiet at the front of it. I do battle my own little demons here and there, and I choose to try to keep them as quiet as possible, just for simple facts that it's my hell, not anybody else's. I am very compassionate. I try to watch that I don't cross lines, but I tend to. While I'm trying to watch what I'm doing, I make mistakes, and I know I'm only human. I'm not a robot. I'm not a computer. I'm not this. But again, it's still very hard for me not to understand that. Like, I do have a situation in my mind that I tend to screw things up pretty rapidly. And that's with a lot of people. And I don't like hurting people. I don't. It's just not something I don't enjoy doing, and I shouldn't even try to do. I'd like to try to help people. And that's why I put it out on this podcast and the YouTube channel here, is that, everybody suffers through this. And I notice a lot of people tend to try to talk about it, but they like to I don't sugarcoat. My shit is, screwed up, okay? I'm just a screwed up person. I've had my own fair share of shit that gone on in my life that, it's not the greatest. But from where I was to now, I should be more appreciative of how far I came along. And I have a lot of self-doubt inside me. Even though I shouldn't, I should be really more, again, appreciative with what I'm doing and how far I've come along. But there's always I will say it. Yeah, I do tend to hear voices. I'm not crazy. I can honestly tell you, I drown that shit out with weed and music, and, I try to just keep it out. I'm not a pop piller, okay? I don't pop pills. I hate that shit. I don't like pills personally, just because I hate taking pills, and that's not my thing to do. But when it comes to me telling people how I feel, it sometimes comes off a little hard, like a little abrasive or too much. And I've been trying to keep that tight lid. I've tried to keep my emotions and feelings really down. It's really hard for me, just because, as I say, I've gone through so much shit in my life. With I was always the one in my family to be picked very, very last. Okay, they have always picked boyfriends, their friends, everybody over me. So I could kind of see where a lot of my issues lie. But I will leave it today on that front. You guys all have a wonderful Tuesday. I will see you guys again tomorrow. That is who I am. I will see you on Hump Day Wednesday, Woman Crush Wednesday. What? It is a Wednesday. And yes, I will talk more about my mental health and more about mental health as I experience, just because I like to. And this is me, Vasilis, from Sorry I Didn't Come With a Filtered Podcast, and Vasilios Didn't Come With a Filtered YouTube channel. Please hit that like, subscribe, and comment. I much appreciate it. Thank you for all. I got up to 506 fans now, subscribers. Let's keep pushing, people. I love you guys. I appreciate you all the time. I will see you guys again. Peace